Hey Sag. Hey Sag. I'm here today to give you your astrology report reading. And it's weird. I've experienced a lot of frustration in the past couple of days. I think you may have just gotten in a fight. I don't know. I'm going to pull some cards to see if we can get an accurate reading and an accurate message from the Enchanted Map deck. I've looked at a couple of charts over the last couple of days, and I've just been tuning in a lot on Sagittarius. And I feel like you guys are, maybe you're experiencing some heartache in some way. I feel like with Jupiter retrograde, it may be bringing back some old lovers. It's possible that your girlfriend has an old lover that's coming back, and it's disrupting your relationship somehow. It could be a number of things. I'm going to pull, like I said, I'm going to pull a couple cards to give us some, information about what might be happening. I looked at a sun chart, Sag, and I felt like you guys have some creative projects coming in. Check out my love reading video that I have up on Facebook at Oracles of Jedi. It might give you some information about what's going on in your love life. There's some specific messages, and they may pertain to you if you're a sun, moon, or rising sign Sag. Again, I just want to say, I've had multiple interruptions today, I've tried making the Sag video 5 different times, and I've been feeling really frustrated, and I feel like maybe you're frustrated if you're a fire sign, if you're that Sag, and you have a heavy Sag placement in your chart. It could be that's you're frustrated about something. It could either be in your love life or, in your career. You may have just lost a job, maybe you lost a love partner, or you're breaking up with them right now, or maybe you're going back over an old relationship that you just broke up with. It could be, or that person could just be coming back and making annoying demands for you for something. I had to sage, and I had to really clear the energies because there was such a strong heaviness in my chest area. So I feel like if you haven't done meditation clearing yourself recently, if you haven't aligned your energies and your chakras recently, I would recommend doing that, because it's possible that you've got some blockages in your heart chakra. Maybe you've just been not doing those rituals, and you need to do that, and that's why I'm giving you that message. If you've got Sag in the second house, I talked to people about this a little bit earlier on Facebook. If you've got a Sag placement and you've got Capricorn in the second house, and Pluto and Saturn are going through there right now, you may have experienced a major loss with money in the past 10 years. You may have lost your personal belongings multiple times over. It could even be that you lost your car. Maybe you got repossessed. Maybe you are homeless. You could have had some major loss. And depending, Sag, I feel like you're feeling it the most out of all of the signs. Out of everybody, out of all the 12 zodiacs, if you've had a major loss in your life, it's probably because of Pluto. Pluto strips to the core. It takes whatever it wants. It doesn't ask any questions. It just does it, whether or not you want it to or not. If you really wanted something, you may have lost it. The message that I have to give you, Sag, today, and I hope this helps you, is the message that I got earlier, and I was meditating before I did this reading, was that love can move mountains. If you've had a burden, if you've had something a huge obstacle in your way for a long time in a certain area of your life, I feel like what is needed right now is love. Maybe that's why I was feeling that chakra that felt blocked. If you have a new partner coming in and they're just showering lots of love on you, I'm really happy for you, Sag. You deserve that. You need that. I think if you're single, you really need a partner there to give you some love and attention, and really just love on you, and you need to be loving yourself. If you're not loving yourself and you're a single person, maybe you've been hard on yourself, maybe you've had self-loathing if you've got Pluto going through the first house. If you've got like some Capricorn in the first house, maybe you've had some like self-loathing or hate towards yourself if you've got Pluto going through your first house. If you've got Jupiter and it's transiting, I talked about this a little bit earlier. If you've got Jupiter transiting your 12th house right now, you may have some stuff coming up for you. I just want to make you aware. You should really check out where your placements are. I also talked a little bit about, with another sign, I think I talked about Jupiter possibly transiting your 5th house of love and romance and children. If that is happening, that's actually a really good placement for Jupiter. Right now it's retrograde, so you may be going back over something in one of those areas. It could be that old lover that's coming back and trying to get with you, or maybe even your new partner, and they're experiencing that where their old lover is coming back and like trying to like ruin your new relationship. If that's happening, I don't like giving that information, but I did pull a card earlier and it was something like that. Okay, whoa. So I just pulled intention, and I got this card earlier today, so it must pertain to something with you, Sag. Maybe, so this card is telling us that it's the intention. There's like a owl, and he's got like this dandelion that he's holding, like one of those ones that you go and you make a wish, and there's like a bunch of them right here in the card on the bottom of this pedestal, and there's like a new egg, and I feel like that's a new creative project that you're birthing right now. If you are working with a Leo and you have got something in the works with your career, it could be a creative project that you're working on with that person. Maybe you're putting in one piece of it and another person, I pulled the 3 of Wands last night. You may have even gotten in a fight about it. Like, I feel like if you're like, maybe you're in a love relationship and somebody is a Leo, or you may have even gotten in a fight about work with that person. I feel like Leo recently had a nasty like fight with Sag, or with somebody that has like a Sag placement. I just picked it up. Even men, like a Leo man and a Sag man, I feel like they got in like a huge fight about something that they were working on together. It could have been like a creative project that you're trying to like get stuff ready for, or you're trying to like release it and it's not going as fast as you want it to. Because there's delays right now with Jupiter, you may not be getting those opportunities as quickly as you would like to. Maybe they're not coming. Maybe you feel stuck. I pulled the stuck in the mud card earlier. What this card is telling you, Sag, is that you need to be putting out your intention. Put your focus onto what you want. When you do that, it's like magnetic energy. It'll come back to you. And sometimes it's not always fast in coming, but it will. So keep the faith, keep focusing on that with your intention and your thinking, and don't give up. This is telling you that you'll be able to have one of your wishes fulfilled. If say you've wanted to put out a new release on film, maybe you're working on a play together, or some kind of like, again, any creative project, and you're putting it out and you haven't had that success or that recognition back that you want, it's gonna come. I feel like with this, again, Uranus can be slower moving because it's an outer planet. It's possible that depending on where it's hitting, it might be slower in coming, whatever that is in your life, Sag. And I think this is a really good card. I put on this necklace intuitively today. It's a sandstone necklace. This is, kind of like sparkly, and it's dark blue, and it's ancient wisdom. And I feel like you also may be going down a new spiritual path. I got in the High Priestess in your love reading in the unexpected, and you may have a new woman coming into your life, or somebody that has strong female energy, and they may be opening your mind to a new idea, something spiritual or philosophic. Maybe you're expanding your mind because of that woman that's coming into your life. I feel like it's probably karmic of some nature. I'm sorry. I pulled the Stormfields card. This could be the quiet before a storm. Something is gonna blow up. It could be in a good way or a bad way. Sometimes it's like your business is just gonna blow up and you're gonna have like so many clients that you can't keep up. It could be something like that. it's not always necessarily a bad card, but it could just be like something is coming. Maybe it's another fight with that Leo, or somebody that has a strong Leo placement. Maybe you need to find a different person to be working with. If you're in a career and you're working with a Leo on a creative project, maybe you need to find a woman to work with instead if you're a man. Sometimes women are just gentler, and maybe they're not going to fight with you as much as another man might. Sometimes men try to dominate one another and they can fight over stuff. It's really stupid, but I don't know, the male ego. I mean, women have egos too, but I feel like sometimes if you're experiencing it and you just don't want to deal with it anymore, and it's just like constant fights and storms that are going on, maybe you need to find a different person to work with on that project that you're working with. Or just take a break from that person. You don't have to work with them. You have free will. You can choose. And I know it can be sometimes scary to leave a project that you've been really excited about and put a lot of energy into, but sometimes that's the best thing to do, is to just walk away. And again, I don't know. It could be that you're in a love relationship and it's just draining you. And you're not happy with that person. I felt like you're just fighting a lot, and you're frustrated about something, and it's just, maybe you're not able to put the energy into the work because you're fighting with your love partner. It could be that. And maybe you just need to, maybe you need to set aside that work project for a while. It could be that, so that you can, really experience the love with your love partner. Or maybe you just shouldn't be working together in both capacities. If you work with your spouse, maybe you shouldn't be working with your spouse. Maybe you should just, find somebody else to work with, so that you can just have that love relationship that you want with your spouse instead. Because sometimes it's just too much pressure to work with family or a loved one. It's like there's a clash. I know there's okay, so I pulled another card. You're experiencing, you may be experiencing some sadness right now, Sag. With this full moon in Scorpio, it hit a lot of people. And especially if you've got, a Scorpio, if you've got, any Scorpios coming up in your love life, they may be coming back and disrupting you. They may be disrupting your love partner. Maybe they dated a Scorpio in the past and that person's coming back and attacking them. I felt like Scorpio's been attacking some people, especially the lower vibration Scorpios out there, because they can be really jealous and sting people when they get mad, or if they feel hurt, or just ignored. There's so many reasons why Scorpios do it, but I don't know exactly what. I feel like it could be a Scorpio. Maybe you're thinking about an old lover that you had. Maybe it was a Scorpio. And maybe that person hurt you in some way and you are still dealing with it. I feel like there's sadness. This is sad embrace. So I feel like it's probably a love partner that you're sad about. And it's disrupting you and what you're trying to do career wise. So I'm picking that up for Sag. I want to talk a little bit more about what might be happening astrologically for you right now. Earlier I talked about how, almost every other video I've talked about how Venus and Uranus are transiting Taurus right now. It's possible if you've got it, I also brought it up in the love reading. You may be finding a jewel that was hidden away, because I pulled out the unexpected card with the High Priestess and I saw some jewels in that sky. You may have a chunk of money coming to you. If you've got a placement where Venus is aspecting your chart in a certain way, I could show you that. If you wanted a personal reading, please contact me and I could look at your chart. Or if you just even if you just have a question, comment below. I'm willing to answer any questions you may have, Sag. And I feel again, it could come from out of the blue with Uranus there. It's transiting with Venus through Taurus. And it could be big money. It could be a chunk. It could be a jewel. It could be that you're going out and buying a big diamond. It could be that you're going to get engaged. I felt like some Some Leos may even be getting engaged this year. Maybe you decide you just want to get married right away for whatever reason, and you're like going out and buying that rock, that diamond, that jewel. I felt that. So, I mean, maybe you're just ready to commit. You're finally like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go out and I decided that I'm going to get married. I feel like some Sag may be having that happen right now. And so, Sagittarius, that's like, congratulations if that's happening to you right now. Maybe, I feel like if you're doing it, you may be getting engaged like in the next month. If you do, I don't see you getting married till the fall. Like, I was actually picking up, like, if you get engaged to a woman, if you're a Sagittarius man, I feel like this is probably a message for you. I feel like you may be getting married in September, October, November, like a winter month or like fall, and a fall wedding. It may just be like an outdoor wedding. I feel like that's a really good time of year to have a fall wedding. And I just feel like you may need a few months to like get the guest list together or something. And I don't know. I mean, I don't think you're going to be like going to Justice of the Peace. It could be maybe you're just going to get married right away this summer. But I feel like you're kind of planning it this time. If you're divorced and you're getting married again, you may want to have like a bigger wedding this time. Maybe your girlfriend or your fiance wants a bigger wedding, so you're going to need some time to plan it. If that's happening. And again, congratulations if you're single. I feel like you may be partnering up with somebody within the next few months. Maybe you'll start a serious relationship in September, October, November, those months. And the reason being is because right now Jupiter is retrograde. And so it's not like it may not be giving you those opportunities, and it's still kind of like going over some past things. And because Sag rules Jupiter, it affects you stronger. It's your ruling planet if you're a Sag sun. And so I feel like you may not actually be expanding that specific area of your life until November or December of this year when it goes direct and it's hitting your chart. So again, if you have any questions, if you want to know, like, I can kind of show you like where, if you have a picture of your chart, you can post it below and I can look at it and see maybe where you've got Taurus hitting. If you've got some unexpected money coming to you, that would be really cool. I would love to give you that news. If you've got like a new love partner coming into your life. I feel like if you've got Sag in the 5th house, you're getting hit really strongly right now. If you've got it in the 12th house, you're also going back over some hidden things, and it could be that Scorpio full moon that's shining some light on there. I feel like also if you've got, let's see what else. If you've got Taurus in the 8th house, you may be having like a renewed like intimate partnership with somebody. So maybe you're reestablishing a relationship with an old lover, somebody from your past that's coming back and like you're connecting with them again on a certain level. Maybe it's an old friendship. If you've got Taurus in the 11th house, you may have like a new, because Venus is, you may meet somebody if you're single through a group or an association that you're with. It could be like a fitness class that you're taking together. It could be like from the YMCA, maybe a church you're involved with if you're single. If you're a single Sag woman, I feel like if you've got anything going on in your 11th house with Taurus there, maybe you've got a Taurus placement, I feel like you may meet somebody. And I would want to look at your personal chart. And I could tell you exactly maybe when you would meet that person, or give you an idea. Of course, I do tarot readings, and I think I'm going to pull one more card for Sag, just because there's been so much stuff going on, and I've been picking up so much energy off of you guys. Again, frustration. You may have had something come out, like a lie or a secret. Maybe something you found out recently that's just like bothering you. I felt that from Sag. And it could also be the job stuff, like with your career. Maybe you just found something out that just pissed you off. I just feel like you're frustrated. So again, I would recommend you guys, you need to be doing some meditation and like aligning your spirit. You're really strong and you're ambitious, but sometimes you get burned out. So you need to really like focus on like that heart chakra, like opening it up and expanding it. And like, If you've been closed off from love because you've been hurt in the past, you really need to do that. I would recommend it really strongly. Do some self-work. Love yourself. Give yourself some time to heal from that. No, I don't want to pull that. Let me just pull one more card. I want to give you guys a good card. For the month of May, the end of May, beginning of the summer, what is coming for Sag? Unfortunately, I'm sorry guys, I pulled Stuck in the Mud and the Stormfields. Again, they're not always the great card to get, but it could just be that this is like one of the last storms that's happening for a while, and you've been feeling stuck anyway, so it's like maybe you need that blow up to like really go on the right path if you're not on the right path. So I mean, if you have any other questions, again, leave them below. I would like to, again, do a personal reading for you. I love you, Sag. I have a lot of partners that are Sag, friends, and, you know, my lover's a Sag, too. So I really love, I have an affinity with Sagittarius, and I love doing readings for you guys. So, again, thank you for liking and subscribing. Check us out at Oracles of Jedi, and I hope to talk to you soon, and I'll see you this summer. Bye, Sag.